Drake then went and posted a text, him talking to his mom about this, man. He called Rick Ross a racist. Do you think he really was talking to his mom? Because I feel like he just made that shit up, bro.
I feel like that was fake. I feel like
he lost in that moment because that's the whitest thing you could do was call a black man a racist. The rumor was Drake's had something ready. He waited till the next day, man, to drop push-ups. Well, he didn't even drop it, bro. He leaked it. He leaked it and still hasn't put it on streaming services. And a lot of people are saying, maybe he did that because he knew it wouldn't be number one over like that. But
maybe.
Did you hear push-ups?
Yeah, I heard the song. I thought it was, again, similar to Cole's whatever project. I thought it was okay. I thought it had some nice little digs in there, but and he did take aim at multiple people, which I liked.
Yeah.
I did like that. I know some people complained about it. They were like, "Nah, you need to answer just Kendrick. He's the big fish." But I think when that many people are sending shots at you, you gotta address a variety of people. Yeah. At least in this, now once Kendrick replies, then it's time to get serious.
Yeah.
Then it's the real battle. But
when this dropped, people thought it was AI. People didn't know if it was real or not. But I think it was when Who Kid played it. I think Academics got a copy of it, and they were like, "Okay, this is real."
Yeah.
Drake he posted a picture of him. Uma Thurman, Kill Bill. In Kill Bill Volume 1, her with the yellow suit. With all the what was it, the Crazy 88 around her. He's feeling like Uma Thurman. It's 1 against 20. He said 20v1. What the hell is this?
I mean, listen, in some respect, it shows you just how much Drake has kind of done in this game.
How much people hate him?
Honestly, if everybody feels like they got to take shots at him, now's the opportunity. He's weakened or something like that, or he's on the fence. Everybody's just taking aim at him right now. They look kind of corny. This many people taking shots at him at once.
It's mainly Metro though. He's putting, Metro's beefing with Drake, and he's making these albums. He's making the calls, man. I do have some,
which is interesting. I mean, Metro, he's been on a solid run.
A great run, man. A great run. I have some audio to play from the diss track.
Future got his #1 hit because of me. Kendrick is a bitch and he got some small feet. You know who not small? Rick Ross, big ass. Metro, shut the fuck up and make some beats. Metro, shut your big ass up and make some beats. Metro, I can't stand Metro. I can't stand you.
He did drop the beat out to tell Metro to shut the fuck up and play some drums. That shit was hilarious. I laughed so hard at that part of the song. He also took some shots at Rick Ross. Said this man's almost 50. What is he doing jumping in? And then, of course, that opened Pandora's box, man. When you take that many shots at that many people, you just open the door for them to respond. And, Officer Ricky, he was already in the studio.
I feel like he had his ready. I feel like he had his song ready because that shit came out the next day. And it was smooth. It sounded good.
Bro, that came out the same day. That came out 2 hours later.
It was that quick?
Yes.
I didn't hear it till the next day. You were on Euro
time, man. Yeah. It was the next day for you, but for us, that shit was 2 hours later. He posted that up instantly.
Oh, yeah. He definitely had it in the tuck. He was ready.
He was in the studio. He posted on Instagram him in the studio laughing. Then a couple hours later, he dropped the track.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Champagne moments, right?
Yeah, champagne moments.
Yeah.
Champagne problems, excuse me.
Champagne problems.
Wait, was it champagne moments or problems? I don't know. Either way, it was good.
Yeah.
I liked it. Their back and forth has been really funny. BBL Drizzy, white boy, you got your nose done. It's been funny. Drake called him a turkey. And that shit had me dead. Bro. Because I see it. I see the turkey. Bro, it's been funny.
Yeah, Rick Ross called him white boy, said he changed his nose, got a nose job to look less black.
Mm-hmm.
Drake then went and posted a text him talking to his mom about this, man. He called Rick Ross a racist. Do you think he really was talking to his mom? Because I feel like he just made that shit up.
I feel like that was fake. I feel like that was fake.
I feel like he lost in that moment because that's the whitest thing you could do is call a black man a racist. Like what? Like he's trying to dog whistle all his white corny fans. So like, how do you call Rick? That's so lame. Like, and it's funny when Rick Ross said he called Drake just another white boy at the park trying to be down. That shit had me dying, yo.
It's been really funny. It has been really funny. I like the interaction between those two because it's definitely like disrespectful, but it's almost like play disrespectful.
I don't know, man.
But I don't think they playing, but it's really comical. The whole thing when Drake first came out was like he's rapping with Wayne, but like he was on TV in a wheelchair. This dude is corny as fuck. Mad people didn't like Drake because he was mad corny. That's how he was viewed, and then he started dropping heat, and the narrative changed.
That's true. It did change. And I just going back to the song Like That, like it's so layered because like the whole song Like That is just like, are you like that? Like, are you like from this element, And that's why when Kendrick kind of jumps onto it and he sounds very aggressive and calls out Drake and J. Cole, who both had very suburban upbringings. Both were raised by their white mom without the dad in the house. It's different for them. And I feel like when you talk about hip hop culture, we talk about black culture, and actually standing for something. At least J. Cole makes an effort to try to like understand it and speak to issues. And, he's American at least. Drake is an alien. Like he's an illegal alien. He's a Canadian. And
don't call him an illegal alien. I'm sure his work permits are in order.
Yeah, I don't know, man. But it's a different perspective, and I think it's a little bit valid. I know when we talk about race and blackness, we kind of went a little bit viral with Isaiah Hartenstein clip from last year, talking about him being black, and he went on Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart's podcast, The Roommates show, and he confirmed it. So then we got some traction for our clips, and we got some funny comments. Someone said like between our podcast and Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart podcast, it'll be one full black person. So,
fuck y'all. That is not true.
I know the math is off, but hey, it's close. It's like 2.5.
Exactly, it is 2.5.
But anyway, I think that's something to take note of, and I think it's something that Pusha T talked about, the story of Adidon, and he posted the cover of the story of Adidon is Drake in blackface. So Drake trying to fit into Black American culture has always been a thing.
The memes of them showing like a person just staring out the window, or like the dog staring at the other dog and the one refusing to look over and saying it's like Push looking at Drake. It is killing me every time for the last week.
Yeah.
It's so funny because it's like, oh, you got all this smoke, but you was real quiet when what's-his-face told you to shut the fuck up.
Troy, did you hear Push-Ups and Rick Ross' response?
Yeah, I did. I heard them both. At first, I couldn't tell if it was AI or not, so I was like, is this a real song? But, I heard it with like 2 or 3 different beats and stuff, but I did like it. I was like, okay, no, this is a pretty good song. It's making things interesting. A few cool jabs in there. I still think I was expecting like, I forgot, I think Joe Budden said, oh, a nuke is coming. So I was like, oh, shit, is this the nuke? And I was like, okay, no, this is not a nuke. So I was a little let down at first. Then I was like, no, it's probably just a chess move. Like, okay, cool, this is my little jab. Let's see what Kendrick has, and then the nukes are gonna start to fly. But I think for round one, I'm digging it.
Kendrick is gonna drop the bomb.
You think immediately?
No. I think not immediately. I think it's probably gonna still take a couple weeks.
Well, I'm saying that Kendrick's next song. You think it's gonna be the nuke, or you think he's gonna throw a few jabs and then Drake drops a nuke?
If
Kendrick
I was him and these guys put out this mid shit, and you got J. Cole apologizing, you got Drake going back and forth with 50, I would drop a fucking nuclear bomb and take the charts for the next 5 weeks again. Yeah. That's what I would do, because they not testing you. And if you drop a bomb like that, is Drake even going to really respond? I don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, he has to, or he has to shut the fuck up again like he did with Push.
He should shut the fuck up. Honestly, I think Drake should shut the fuck up. But I'm glad he put something out there. Push-ups. I thought it was funny, but you just talk about Kendrick's height and just saying, "Oh, I sell more records than you." And the one thing I really didn't like was him just mentioning Kendrick's wife's name, which is another thing.
He keeps doing that shit. He keeps doing that.
He didn't learn his lesson with Push, and when Push got a little bit too personal, he went crying to Jay Prince, just like he went crying to his mom when Rick Ross called him white boy. So Drake is a real sensitive dude. The whole thing with him and Kendrick started when he got upset because of the Control verse. Nobody else really got upset, but he felt like he put Kendrick on, so he felt like he was like above him. That kind of started this competitive stuff between the two. He even said that, like, "Oh, that little record didn't even start the beef between us." Like, he said that in in Push-Up's record, and I'm just waiting to hear what Kendrick responds with.
I do think it's funny that like a lot of the people that have been throwing shade at him, he did put on. Like, Drake really did help a lot of these people, but
they helped him.
And they did help him too. But the problem is, excuse me, I think he just tried to keep treating people like little bro after they like started to really build up their careers, and it's like, nah, like it don't really work like that. Like, nah, I appreciate you did me a favor. You brought me on tour for a little bit, but I'm not like little bro forever.
Little bro keeps subbing people, keep saying, keep smashing people's girls, and then rapping about it and subbing them, and people are going to get upset.
Yeah.
I feel like the first thing Drake says on Push-Ups is, "How could I be your number one fan? I gave you your first number one talking to Future." And I was saying, I know he was upset the Future was talking shit about him. Like, it's the first person he addressed. He didn't really go too far in the Future because I think that can get pretty nasty, but I feel like his feelings are hurt. And I feel like Kendrick is going to respond, and I'm not sure when. I hope it's Friday. I hope we get to talk about it next week. That'd be great. Kendrick, please, fire his ass up, man.
Yo, for real, and not just Drake either. Fry Cole's ass up too.
What the fuck? Why?
Fry his ass. Fry him.
You're crazy.
I'm not. He want to talk about, "Oh, I'll take it on the chin." What kind of Yeah.
No, don't.
Yo, listen.
No Diddy. Take it on the chin.
Like, that's crazy.
Oh
my
God.
God. That apology was nasty.
Oh my God. You got to get over it, man.
Listen, I'm over it. It's just, once I stop talking about it today, I'll be over it.
Okay. Yeah.
Terrible
Yeah,
stuff.
we'll see what happens, guys. Who do you think? You think Kendrick is going to respond? Did you like Drake's track? Let us know.
Who is winning this right now?
Kendrick.
Yeah, I would agree.
Only because Like That is still on top.
I would agree.
Drake is sending drummers to Magic City, posting memes. He's doing some goofy stuff. Put the record on streaming, Drake. Let's see if people listen to it, because it sounds like he made that record to be played like on the radio, kind of like back to back.
It did sound like, he gave it a little hook and everything, made it a little fun, I guess, but it's not like that.
Yeah, we'll see. Let us know, guys. What do you guys think? Damn. Yeah, we had a lot to catch up on for this rap beef, but
Genzino, crucify him, Bryan.
For real.
No, really, do it,
Bro, you got chill.
He want to come back 2 days later, like on some Jesus shit? Yeah, crucify him.
I mean, he did turn the other cheek. That was Christ-like.
Yeah, all right.
It was. That was.
Bro,
something.
I have never seen it's disgusting.
Aren't you a Christian? Don't you want to be Christ-like?
Yeah, but there's in sports and in things where there's competition, you don't do that. You don't just give up.
You do when you know what you did was fake.
I hope Kendrick do some Old Testament shit on him.
Subscribe on YouTube. Subscribe on Spotify. Follow on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok.
All the apps. We're everywhere. We are everywhere.